A very good morning to all of you. This is the lecture number 6 for the Power System 1. So, from the past few days, we are discussing regarding the classification of distribution system. So, distribution systems are classified according to the first classification is according to the nature of current, that is AC distribution system or DC distribution system. The second classification is according to the type of construction, it is overhead or underground. And the third category which I am going to discuss today is regarding the connection schemes of distribution system. So all the distributions of electrical energy is done by the constant voltage source. So in practice, the following distribution systems are generally preferred. हर एक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम में जो हमारी वोल्टेज है हम ट्राई करते हैं कि वो कांस्टेंट रहे, लेकिन जो इन जनरल प्रैक्टिस वी यूज द फॉलोइंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम्स नेम्ड एज रेडियल सिस्टम, रिंग मेन सिस्टम एंड इंटरकनेक्टेड सिस्टम. When we discuss regarding the first category of system, that is the radial system, here we can see that a single substation, from the single substation, three feeders are taken out from the single substation, and one of the feeder distributor is connected, and load is supplied from the distributor. So this type of construction is generally employed for DC distribution system. When we talk about AC distribution system, this is employed for DC distribution system. When we talk about AC distribution system, AC में क्या रहता है कि how we can distinguish between DC and AC. In the distributor, they have used the step down transformer, which is stepping down the voltage from 11 kilovolt to 400 volts oblique to 30 volts. When we talk about three phase, it is 400 volts. When we talk about single phase, it is 230 volts. So AC and DC is distinguished by the use of transformer in the distributor. So in spite of radial system is being very simple in construction and lower in initial cost, the major drawback from which it suffers are if a fault occurs at the feeder who is supplying the distributor. If a fault occurs at the feeder who is supplying the distributor, the whole system may get shut down. So all the consumers connected across the distributor may have their power supply interrupted during the fault. And the second major disadvantage is the end of the distributor nearest to the feeder point will be heavily loaded. This is one more drawback. So due to these drawbacks, the radial system is generally used for short distances only. In order to overcome this drawback, there is another connection scheme proposed. That connection scheme is ring main system. In ring main system, again the single substation is supplying the feeder, can be connected, feeder can be connected here, here and here. Single substation is supplying the feeder. So the feeders here can be thought to be composed of a closed loop ring. There are three distribution transformers, 1, 2, 3. The primaries of distribution transformer are connected in series to form a loop. Okay. So here we can say that we have LMNOPQRS. These are the feeders. LMNOPQRS are the feeders, and the tappings are taken from M point, O point, and Q point. From these tappings, the distributors are getting supply. So AC transformer is connected here, AC transformer is connected here, AC transformer is connected here. So it is a AC system, AC distribution system. So the major drawback is in the radial system is in the event of fault, what we will do. So here, if a fault occurs at this section SLM, if a fault occurs at this section SLM, we can just remove or disconnect this section and the remaining supply is maintained through MNOPQRS. So this section, if a fault occurs across this section is only cut off and the remaining section will get their required supplies. So it offers a greater advantage over the radial system where the whole system is shut down. In this case, only the faulted section is removed and the remaining will be getting the electricity. But in this system, there is one drawback. In the case of peak load conditions, if due to any condition the substation may get shut down, so all the consumers get affected, or due to increase in load the substation may not supply the required amount of power required. So there is one more system proposed to overcome this drawback. If uh, there are two substations connected, in spite of one there are two substations connected, so that system is known as interconnected system. So when we talk about interconnected system, the drawback over the ring main system is overcome in this interconnected system. Instead of one substation, there are two substations used. So in the event of peak load conditions, the increased amount of power can be taken from the another substation. The increased amount of power can be taken from the S2 also, or if one substation get cut off due to any reason, the supply can be maintained through the another substation. So this increases the service reliability, okay, and the efficiency for the electric distribution companies. So if we think of 24/7 supply, then this system is of highly importance and is greatly used where the supply is to be maintained for 24/7. So this is all regarding the connection schemes for the distribution system. Thank you guys.